Hello guys and welcome back. So now in this video we will add the other type of police officer which will be more powerful than this police officer. So right here we will add that police officer. Let me turn on the gizmos. Okay, we will give that police officer this walk point just for now. So if you go inside the extreme special force folder, then characters, then model underscore special forces, right here let's choose our character. So we will gonna add this character, so just simply drag and drop him right there. Okay, as you can see the animator is already right there. Let's click on prefab, unpack completely, then let's move him down and let's rename this to police officer 2. After adding this police officer, let's check the rego of this police officer. Okay, everything is right there. Now let's click on this folder again, and as you know, in here we have all of the animations. Okay, so now what we will do is that in the controller we will gonna just duplicate this controller, and let's rename the duplicate controller as police officer 2. Let's click on police officer 2 and let's drag and drop this controller in there. Now let's play the game. Let's think. If we see the police officer now, as you can see, the animations are working fine on this police officer, as you can see. So the police officer is playing the animations perfectly fine. Now this police officer needs the scripts. So for the scripts, what we will do, we will simply create a new script right here by the name of police officer 2, and also we will create another script which will be by the name of police 2 waypoint navigator. Now let's click on police officer. Let's add the police officer 2 script first of all right there, then the police 2 waypoint navigator script. Now let's open these two script. Okay, now let's click on police officer 2 script, and right here we will remove the start and update function, then click on the police officer, and from here let's copy these variables, the start and update function, then the walk, chase player, shoot player, and the other remaining functions. Just copy all of them like this, then get back to police officer 2 script and right here simply paste it. Okay, here is all of the things. Now let me select all of them and click on the tab button to move it. Now as you can see the code looks perfectly fine. Now we need to do some changes in here. So the variable names will be the same. Right here we will just change this give damage of value to 5, and then let's move down. The start function will be the same as well. Then after this the update function will also be similar, but as you can see this will be a more powerful police officer, so he will come whenever the level 3 is active of the wanted level. So for that what we will do, we will simply remove the wanted level 1 and level 2 code from here. Okay, so remove it from here as well. So whenever the wanted level 3, 4, 5 is activated, then this police officer will chase the player and also shoot the player. Then if we get down to the walk, right here everything will be the same in the locate destination as well. Then in the chase player it will be the same. Then we have the shoot player. After the shoot player we have this two functions. and this will be similar to the police officer script, so we will just gonna leave this as it is. Now if we get to the police two waypoint navigator script, right here we will copy the code from the police waypoint navigator script. So let's just copy all of this code, come right here, paste it, and right here change this police officer now to police officer 2, because this navigator script is for the police officer 2. So just make sure that you change these names. And if we get back to the police 2 police officer 2 script right here, we don't need to do anything else, I think. So that will be it for that. And right here, let's save this script as well. Let's get back to Unity, and now as you can see here is the scripts ready up. So now let's fill all of these things, but before filling this, let's add the rigid body and the capture collider to this police officer 2. So we will copy that from there, and then we will zip paste component as new. And also let's copy the capsule collider and paste the component right here. Let's check it out. Okay, the capture collider looks good. Now in the police officer 2 script right here, let's fill out this. So the moving speed will be 0.9, the running speed will be 2.2. Then right here it needs the animator, so add the animator, then the player body, drag and drop the player body, the player layer. Then the vision radius of this one will be 35, shooting radius will be 7, and then it needs the shooting raycast area. So in here let's get empty game object by the name of shooting area. Let's click on police officer 2, let's try and drop that in there, and now let's move this shooting area right here and move it further right here. That is it. Okay, the time between shoot will be 1 second. Now it needs the wanted level script. So you know the wanted level script for now is on the player game object, so drag and drop the player game object, then right down below it needs the player, and then it needs the blood effect. So here is the blood effect, let's drag and drop that as well. Now right here it needs the police officer 2 script, so add that, and then it needs the current waypoint. So this police officer current waypoint will be 38. So let's click on police officer 2 and let's add this 38 right there. That is it. Now we can just save this. Let's click on play. Now let's check it out, and as you can see there it is, the police officer is walking perfectly fine. As you can see, he is walking perfectly fine and it looks really good. For now the police officer doesn't have the rifle, and also if we pick up the handgun, you will notice that we can't damage the police officer because we didn't add a reference to this police officer. But now let's take the 3-star wanted level and let's see if he follow us or not. Let me kill all of them. Okay, now as you can see the police officer is running towards us, and now as you can see he can damage us because the code for this police officer was similar to this one, and as you can see the present health of the player is decreasing. For now we can't damage the police officer 2 because we didn't have the reference. So now in the next video we will allow the player to damage this police officer 2, and also we will add rifle to this police officer. So with this done, I will catch you guys in the next video.